Hello and welcome to Power Engineering International Newscast. I'm Dermot Williams. This week's headlines. Top EU court official delivers blow to E.ON and RWE compensation hopes. Troubled Eskom staves off doomsday through load shedding. Drax to test new power plant cybersecurity system. And Poland records renewable capacity growth of 9.4%. The European Court of Justice looks likely to rule that Germany's nuclear fuel tax does not violate EU law, a decision which would put paid to RWE and E.ON's multi-billion euro compensation claims against Angela Merkel's government. Maciej Spooner, Advocate General at the ECJ, made his opinion known on Tuesday, with a subsequent plummeting of share prices for both utilities. He also rejected arguments that the tax violated EU state aid rules. While the Advocate General's assessment is not binding, that opinion is followed in the majority of cases. It's a major reversal if the tax is allowed to stand, as German utilities had won regional rulings in Hamburg and Munich, while a Stuttgart court cleared the tax. In a statement, RWE said it continued to hold fast to its interpretation of the law and will await the overall verdict to be delivered inside the next 6 months. The utilities maintain the tax is incompatible with EU law and approximately €5 billion is at stake. In a move described by South African newspaper Times Live as holding off doomsday, state utility Eskom announced that it will begin stage 1 load shedding in an attempt to address the nation's power shortfall and avoid more severe blackouts. Around 22% of the utility's installed capacity of 41,995 megawatts was already unavailable due to maintenance and breakdowns, and rolling blackouts were implemented last week. Then on Sunday, the 930 megawatt Unit 1 of the Coburg nuclear power plant was shut down due to a technical fault. The utility said it expects the unit to be back at full capacity later this week. Meanwhile, the utility took to Twitter to state that it was hopeful load shedding will not go on to stage 2. South Africa is facing a major power crisis due to crumbling infrastructure, which some commentators fear could lead to grid collapse. UK power plant operator Drax is testing a new capability to detect unknown cybersecurity threats in industrial control systems. The security system has been designed by British technology company Darktrace and is initially being focused on the energy sector. Dave Palmer, technology director at Darktrace, said that the system studies the behaviour of the control system itself, not the industrial process that it manages, providing increased confidence that the control system is functioning as intended. Darktrace states that for the first time, ICS data has been successfully extracted and modelled in order to establish normal behaviours for networked machines and detect deviations from this that may point to security holes or vulnerabilities. Finally, more wind and solar plants raised Poland's renewable energy installed capacity to 6,029 megawatts in 2014, from 5,511 megawatts a year earlier, data from energy market watchdog URE has shown. Wind farm capacity rose 13% to 3,834 megawatts, while solar power capacity grew 21 megawatts from 1.9 megawatts. Eastern Europe's biggest economy aims to have renewable sources account for at least 15% of its energy mix by 2020 to meet European Union rules on carbon emissions. Over on PEI LinkedIn right now, the most popular discussion among members revolves around the International Energy Agency's recommendation that global nuclear power plants need to double in capacity by 2050. Thanks for watching this week's Power Engineering International LinkedIn. Keep up to date with daily news in our website and tune in for another newscast next week.